Life is going to strip you down to nothing and test if you got the balls to keep moving when nobody claps for you, nobody texts you, nobody gives a fuck if you show up or not. And here's the truth. Most of you won't. You're too soft. You're too addicted to validation, to likes, to pats on the back. You want someone holding your hand, telling you good job. Wake the fuck up. That's not how this works. The path to greatness is lonely. It's you versus the mirror every single day. No cheerleaders, no crowd, just pain, discipline, and grit. That's what separates the weak, lazy motherfuckers from the savages who actually do something with their lives. Like the damn video, comment what you're gonna do starting today to change, and subscribe. Because if you're serious about this shit, you need to start holding yourself accountable right now. Most people crumble when the applause stops. They need their mama, their girlfriend, their boys to pat them on the back and tell them you're doing good. That's pussy shit. Real strength is doing the work when nobody notices, when nobody cares, when it feels like the world has forgotten you. That's when it counts. That's when it matters. Anybody can grind when they've got an audience, but the savage does it alone. The savage trains in silence, builds in the dark, and comes out swinging like a fucking monster when the lights finally hit. That's what do it alone means. It's not some motivational quote. It's a lifestyle. It's a standard. It's a promise you make to yourself that you're going to keep moving no matter what. You got to kill the need for validation. Validation is a trap. It's a leash on your soul. It keeps you chained to other people's opinions. Every time you need someone else to approve of your grind, you're giving them power over your life. And let me tell you something. Most people are too weak to even handle their own shit, let alone yours. So why the hell are you looking to them for strength? Cut that shit out. Stand alone, be alone, own it. If you want to be something great, you've got to be willing to walk the lonely road, the one that makes your stomach twist, the one that nobody else has the guts to walk. That's where greatness lives. And I don't care what it is you're trying to build. Your body, your business, your mind, your life. Every single one of those requires sacrifice that nobody's going to applaud. You think people are going to line up to clap for you when you're at the gym at 4 a.m? Hell no. They're sleeping, dreaming, jerking off to their excuses. You think they'll pat you on the back when you're grinding on your business until midnight while they're out drinking and partying? Number. They'll laugh at you. They'll say you're crazy. They'll call you obsessed, delusional. Good. Let them. That's the price. That's the rent you pay to be uncommon in a world full of lazy, excuse-making losers. Silence is where you find yourself. Silence is where you meet your demons, your doubts, your fears, and that's exactly why most people avoid it. They can't stand being alone with their own thoughts. They fill their lives with noise, TV, social media, gossip, distractions, because the silence scares them. But a savage embraces that silence. A savage sits in it, meditates in it, and digs deeper than anyone else could ever imagine. I sit for hours with nothing but my thoughts, facing every weakness, every fear, every excuse, until there's nothing left but raw truth. That's how you harden your mind. That's how you grow, alone. Stop waiting for someone to join you. Stop waiting for the perfect partner, the mentor, the coach, the support system. Nobody is coming. Nobody owes you a damn thing. The cavalry isn't coming to save your sorry ass. This is your fight, your war, your responsibility. If you're too weak to carry it alone, then you don't deserve the prize. It's that simple. You've got to be willing to take every step by yourself. You've got to be the kind of motherfucker who wakes up, looks around, sees nobody there, and says, good, let's go anyway. That's the attitude that builds legends. Now here's some practical shit you better write down. Build a schedule that you own and stick to it no matter what. Don't depend on anybody else to wake you up, to drag you to the gym, to keep you accountable. You do that shit yourself. If you need accountability, look in the fucking mirror. That's the only accountability partner you need. Write down what you're going to do each day. And when your weak, lazy-ass mind tries to talk you out of it, you shut it down and do it anyway. That's discipline. That's how you build a savage alone. Next, embrace the grind without the applause. If you're lifting weights, don't post it. If you're running, don't record it. If you're studying, don't brag about it. Do it in silence. Do it in the shadows. Stack win after win without saying a word until the results speak louder than your mouth ever could. That's how you become undeniable. That's how you go from invisible to unforgettable. And the best part, when you've done it all alone, when you clawed your way up from nothing, nobody can take that from you. It's yours. You earned it. And you'll know deep down that you built it without anyone's help. Visualization. This is another tool you better use. When you're alone, you got time to see it. Close your eyes and picture yourself at the finish line. See the body you want. See the success you want. See the man or woman you're becoming. Drill that image into your brain so deep that it haunts you. Then every day, attack the grind like you're already that person. When you're alone, visualization is your ally. Use it, own it, become it. And let me be clear, you're going to be tested hard. You're going to have days where you feel like you can't take another step, where the weight of the world is crushing you, where you start asking, why me? That's the weak voice. That's the lazy, pussy-ass voice trying to pull you back to mediocrity. And you need to strangle that voice. You need to tell it to shut the fuck up and keep moving, because nobody cares. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you. Nobody's going to rescue you. You either get up and fight or you lay down and rot. Those are the only two options. Loneliness is a weapon if you use it right. Loneliness will strip you of all the bullshit, all the noise, all the excuses. It'll show you exactly who you are. And if you can look that version of yourself in the eye and keep moving, keep grinding, keep fighting, then you've already beaten 99% of the world. Because the truth is, most people are terrified of themselves. They're terrified of silence, terrified of being alone, terrified of carrying their own load. Don't be like them. Be the savage who embraces it, who thrives in it, who becomes unstoppable because of it. You want to know why I tell you to do it alone? Because when you've done it by yourself, there's no debate, there's no excuses, there's no, well, he helped me or she pushed me number. It's all on you. You own every win, every loss, every ounce of progress. That's power. That's freedom. That's what separates you from the weak masses who spend their whole lives clinging to other people like crutches. When you've walked through the fire alone, you don't need applause. You don't need permission. You don't need shit from anybody. You've proven to yourself that you're enough. And that right there is what makes you dangerous. But let me tell you something. You're going to suffer. There's no easy version of this. You're going to have nights where you're in the gym alone, lifting until your arms shake and your chest feels like it's tearing apart. You're going to run until your knees scream and your lungs burn like hellfire. You're going to sit with yourself in the quiet, facing every ugly part of you, and you'll want to run from it. You'll want to quit. But that suffering, that loneliness, that grind, it's the exact price of admission to becoming unstoppable. If you can't pay it, then stay where you are. Stay lazy, stay weak, stay a pussy. But if you want to be great, if you want to be remembered, if you want to actually live instead of just exist, you've got to do the suffering alone. Discipline is the backbone of doing it alone. Discipline doesn't give a fuck if you're tired. Discipline doesn't care if you're sad, if it's raining, if you're sore, if your feelings are hurt. Discipline just says, do it. Get up. Get moving. Get it done. You want to build a body? Discipline. You want to build a business? Discipline. You want to build a mind so strong nobody can break it? Discipline. And guess what? Discipline lives in solitude. It's forged in the silence of early mornings, in the quiet of late nights, in the grind when nobody's watching. That's where you find out who the fuck you really are. Here's the trap people fall into. They think they need support. They think they need people to believe in them before they can move. Bullshit. You don't need a cheer squad. You don't need people's approval. You don't even need people to understand what you're doing. In fact, most won't. They'll laugh. They'll call you obsessed, delusional, crazy. Let them. Because when you finally show up, when you come out of that grind forged like steel, when you shock the world with what you built, they won't be laughing anymore. They'll be begging to know how you did it. And the answer will be simple. I did it alone. Practical advice, stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is for amateurs. It's weak fuel. It burns out fast. What you need is structure. You need a system that doesn't give a fuck about your mood. Wake up at the same time. Train at the same time. Work at the same time. And when your weak, lazy brain tells you skip today, you override it and do it anyway. Build consistency so strong, it becomes who you are. That's how you outlast. That's how you outwork. That's how you dominate. Alone. And let's talk about meditation. Most of you think meditation is soft. You think it's sitting cross-legged, chanting some bullshit mantra, number. Meditation is war. Meditation is sitting still with yourself for 2 hours, stripping away every excuse, every lie, every weakness, until all that's left is raw truth. I meditate every night because it's where I sharpen the blade of my mind. It's where I prepare for war the next day. You want to master yourself? Learn how to be still. Learn how to face the demons in your own head without flinching. That's meditation. That's solitude. That's doing it alone. Visualization, another tool for the savage who grinds alone. You've got to see it before you do it. Close your eyes and watch yourself crossing the finish line, standing on the stage, building the empire, becoming the person nobody thought you could be. Picture it so clearly it feels real. Then every day, step into that image with your actions. That's how you pull the future into the present. That's how you become unstoppable. That's how you weaponize being alone. And here's the hardest part. Staying the course when there's no proof it's working. You're going to grind for weeks, months, maybe years before you see big results. That's where most people quit. They can't handle the silence. They can't handle the long nights and early mornings with no applause. They want quick wins, instant gratification. That's not how greatness works. Greatness is delayed gratification. Greatness is bleeding in the dark. So one day when the lights hit, you shine like a motherfucker. You've got to learn to love that process. You've got to fall in love with the grind itself, not the reward. Because the grind is where the transformation happens. Listen, the comeback, the transformation, the greatness you're chasing, it's not going to be built on luck, on other people, on circumstances. It's going to be built on your ability to do it alone, to fight when nobody cares, to move when nobody pushes, to keep swinging when you're the only one in the arena. That's what defines you. That's what makes you dangerous. That's what builds legends. So here's the challenge I'm giving you. Starting today, cut the noise. Stop waiting for someone to hold your hand. Stop posting every workout for clout. Stop looking for sympathy when shit gets hard. Instead, write down your plan. Execute it alone. Build your body. Build your business. Build your life. And when you're tempted to quit because nobody's watching, remember this. That's exactly why it matters. That's exactly why it counts. Because if you can master yourself in silence, in solitude, in the grind nobody sees, you can master anything. And let me leave you with this. If you really want to go deeper, If you really want to master this savage mindset, get your hands on Can't Hurt Me. That book isn't some motivational bullshit. It's my life. It's a blueprint of how I went from weak, fat, lazy, broke, and full of excuses to a man who built himself from nothing and never looked back. And right now, it's on a flash sale in the description of this video. But listen closely, the inventory is running out. Don't wait. Don't sit there like a dumbass thinking about it. If you're serious about transforming your life, about learning how to suffer, grind, and thrive alone, get that book today before it's gone. Stop fucking waiting. Stop overthinking. Take action now.